Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a home store and more haul, which I'm very excited to be doing. So if you like this type of video, please consider subscribing and I will get into the haul now. And of course everything I ordered was from the Halloween collection, and I did order 7 items in total. This might be quite a long video. I will go through more of like the process and everything at the end. I placed my order on the 3rd of October and then it was shipped on the 10th of October. So it did take a week to actually like prepare and to ship, which isn't bad, but I felt like I was waiting for quite a while, if that makes sense. Maybe it's just because I was super excited to receive it. And I did receive this a few days ago and today is the 18th of October. So it probably took about a week and a half from when I ordered it to when I actually received it, and I believe it was delivered through DPD. And I did get this like massive box, so yeah, that was very exciting. It was like Christmas. So as I said, I did get 7 items. I got 2 throws, a set of cushion covers, like a decoration, 2 fitted sheets for my bed and a bedding sheet as well. The first one I'll go through is the throws, I think, because I've got them next to me. They both came in these like plastic bags, and then this was the first one I got, and I do actually have this one from last year. It's by Nicole Day. It's not Spookyville, I don't think. It might have been called that last year. It just says Spooky Fun on it, so... And like last year, they came wrapped up in these ribbon sets with this label on that just says Nicole Day Halloween. And then these are 150 by 200 centimeters, if that helps anyone. And it is this really repetitive Halloween print, which I really like. And as I said, I got one from last year, so I will show you that one and keep this one kind of nice in the wrapping. Last year, I did get exactly the same one, and I use this every single day. I put it on my bed when I sleep when it's the winter, so it keeps me warm, and I just use it as a normal blanket like during the day if I'm here. As you can see, it is mainly black, and it does have spider webs, pumpkins, ghosts, stars. The only thing I don't like is it does actually have a spider, but I feel like that's not a very realistic looking spider, so I can kind of deal with that. And it is purple as well, so that is always better. And yeah, the print just gets repeated, and it's such like a Halloween-y print, and I just love it so much. And also, despite the print being amazing, it actually is a super nice like feeling blanket as well. Like, it's the softest blanket I've ever had, and I literally refuse to wash it because I know as soon as I wash it, it's gonna go like non-soft and so I really like this one. And because you can only get them from HOMESTOREANDMORE like at one time in the year, I thought I would go ahead and get another one just because I really like them. This one cost, I do have my order sheet here, this one says so it originally cost £19.99, but I did get a 50% off discount, so everything in my order was half price, but originally it did cost £19.99. I feel like it is kind of worth that because the print is amazing. It's so difficult to find like Halloween throws in the UK. I'm sure in America they're probably everywhere, but in the UK they're really hard to find. And this is an Irish shop as well, so it's not really even in England. So I'd say it is worth the price, but to get it half price is just even better, I'd say. And I did go ahead and get another one. And this one I was actually super excited for, and it's the Spookyville print. So if you haven't seen my HOMESTOREANDMORE haul from last year, I will link it in the wherever it is. I should really find out where it is because I never know which corner it's in. This bedding I have on my bed right now. You can't really see it, but if you've seen my room tour as well, which I will link, you will see that my bedding is very spooky and Halloween themed, and this originally was from HOMESTOREANDMORE last year, and they didn't have this one last year, so this was new for 2019, but it's a throw that literally matches the bedding that I have on my bed, which is so exciting. As I said, I do put that throw across my bed when I sleep. It's not a big deal because you are sleeping, you're not looking at it anyway, but to have one that would actually match my bedding but like give me extra warmth just sounds amazing. So I did have to pick this one up. Again, it's wrapped similar to the other one with this orange ribbon instead of black, and the same cardboard thing here which just says Nicole Day. I will get this one out of the packaging just because I haven't done a video previously on this. All of them do come with like cardboard inside just to help keep their shape. Oh, it's so soft. I can't believe like how soft these really are. Yeah, so this is literally the same as the bedding, but I will show it to you as best as I can. So at the bottom of it, it does have these really cool pumpkins. I would say the print is a lot bolder than the bedding, but that could just be because this is new and I've washed my bedding like 1,000 times. But they do have these really cute orange pumpkins at the bottom with these leaves, and then there is kind of the start of the silhouette house. This is huge. So as you can see, there's windows, there's a really cute ghost here. Further up you've got the start of the orange background with all the houses, and then it goes up into some bats and stars. So I'll see if I can try and show it to you a bit better. So as you can see, there are these pumpkins. It goes up into the houses with the ghosts, and then kind of the sky with bats and stars on. And both sides are super fluffy. Like if you look at, this is kind of the inside bit, like it looks really fleecy, and then the other side is super soft as well. So really happy with this one. Super glad that I got both of them, to be honest. I was a bit unsure when I put both in. I was like, I'm gonna have 3 throws, but I mean that's not a bad thing, it's just kind of where I'm gonna put them. So again, this one cost £19.99, the same as the other one, but I did get the 50% off, so it was £9.99, and that one was called the Spookyville Throw. And on to the next one, which are some cushion covers. So I am actually a little bit disappointed with these, but these are the Nicole Day Halloween Boneyard 2-pack of cushion covers. I do have these cushions that you usually see in the background of my video, and they were from HOMESTOREANDMORE previously, and they did do those again this year, but I thought I'd get the different ones. So this is half of it, and this is so soft, and I was really impressed with how soft these were. They do have these hands here, a cross, a pumpkin, and then it kind of leads up on this path to a haunted house. And there's a full moon in the background and a tree. But as you can see, there is this kind of odd stitching along here, which isn't very impressive. So it's kind of got holes, if you can see. But there is just like random pieces of thread, so I'm not sure if they stitched it and then took it out, or whether that was a mistake, or I'm really not sure, but there is quite a lot of it. So I was a bit disappointed with that. It doesn't seem to be on the other side. There's like no holes on the other side or stitching or anything, so it is just on this side, which is a bit odd. But the main thing that I was a bit about is look how dirty this is. I don't know if this was like stored in the warehouse just as it is, because it didn't come in any plastic packaging or anything. But this is the, if you've got it, haunt it cushion. But I did mainly get it for this one anyway, but then this one does have the stitching, so I'm thinking maybe I should contact them. But if you can see how like dirty the writing is, like I'm not sure if you washed it whether it would come off, but especially like this bottom part, I just don't know what it is. I think it is just kind of how it's been stored, because the other half is fine. So I probably will be contacting them, just because these cost $14.99, so I got them for about $7.99, which is kind of pricey for cushion covers, I'd say, especially when I just kind of wanted one of them. But there is like the stitching issue on this one, and then the, I don't know what's on this. So I will be contacting them about that, I think, just because I think for the price you shouldn't really have those issues, especially the dirt. So that was the third item I got, and that was just called the Boneyard cushion cover. I think I'll do the fitted sheets next. So basically I have this one on my bed, as you'll have seen in my other haul. And I just have one of those like grey basic fitted sheets from Primark, and it's kind of stained and it's getting old. I basically just need to replace it and I haven't got round to it. But also it doesn't fit on my bed properly, and it really stresses me out when I have to make my bed. And then I saw that they came out with these, and I did originally see Aisling O'Neill's video when she did a haul from HOMESTOREANDMORE. And when she said they'd come out with fitted sheets, I was like, oh my gosh, this could be, which sounds really sad, the item that I was, maybe not the most, but I was super excited about. Just because I've never seen a spooky fitted sheet, and it would just like complete my bed. I'm not going to take this out just because it is folded super nicely, and once I've taken everything out, it's just going to be really difficult to store it. But this is kind of the idea of how it looks. So it is mainly grey with all these moons and clouds, and there are these really cute orange and black bats, and this was just like everything that I wanted, because my fitted sheet I have on my bed now is grey, so it was just kind of perfect. It does have this kind of strange wiggly pattern on. You see that? It is on the bedding itself. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. I think I would have preferred it if it was just grey, but from a distance, like, you're not going to see it, and I mean the duvet covers it anyway, so it's not a huge deal. My bed is a single, so I did just get the single one, but you can get these up to king size, I believe. And they also did do another version of this one. This one's called the Boneyard, but they had another one, I don't remember the name of it, but it's basically very similar to this bedding. And if you've seen it, you're probably wondering like, why didn't I get the orange one for this one, because it would match better. But the issue I had with it is it has huge black spiders like crawling down on the fitted sheet, and knowing me, I would wake up and see it and just freak out. Like, my spider phobia has like reached a new level that I'm looking into trying to get one of those phobia people who help you overcome your fear, because it's really got that bad. So I am not going to be buying a fitted sheet with big black spiders on, and that is the other reason that I didn't get the bedding as well, because I was going to get another one of these ones that I have, because this one just has stars and bats on, which matches the throw that I just showed you. But the new version of the orange one is like a slightly deeper orange, and it's kind of the same idea of this, I think, with like a spooky house, but instead of bats they've put spiders on it. So the pillows have these big black spiders hanging down, and they're a lot more realistic than the ones on the throw. They're a lot more like spider looking and spiky and stuff, rather than kind of a really fake purple spider. I'm not going to be sleeping with a giant spider next to my face, so I did not pick up that bedding. So that is the reason why I got 2 of these, because I did get a new bedding set. So I did get 2 of these ones and not the orange one. So yeah, I did get these, and they are 100% cotton, if that is important to anyone. And the second to last item now is the bedding. I just whacked myself. And I was super excited when they came out with this, because I love the bedding I have on my bed, but it is getting a bit faded where it's been washed so many times, and I do just kind of wash this, put it back on, wash this, put it back on, because I don't want to go back to anything else, because this is kind of like the main feature in my room. I remember saying in that haul that because my room itself is very blue, like a very kind of grey toned blue, I was a bit worried that the orange wouldn't match, which I wouldn't say it does. I really like it, and I don't really care, and it is kind of like a gothic Halloween room anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But when I found out they were coming out with a grey one, I was like, that is perfect, because I can keep this one, and then when I wash this one, put this one on and kind of swap it, so this one won't get as faded. I still really like the orange one, but I do really like the grey, and I feel like it will suit my room better. So this is the single duvet set, and again it's called the Boneyard one. This was a collection they came out with. Again, 100% cotton. It says it's reversible, which I didn't really see. I'm assuming, because this does come with one pillowcase as well. I think the double and the king size have 2. I'll show you the bigger photo of it on the back. So that's what it looks like. Again, I will try and get a video of what it looks like when it's actually on my bed before this haul goes up. That's what it looks like, and I think when it says reversible, because this is what the pillowcase looks like with, again, it matches the fitted sheet, so it's got the moon, the clouds and the orange and black bats on. I think this bedding is going to have this print on the other side, so you could choose which one to have. Honestly, I will probably be keeping it just like this because I feel like it'd be too much of this print. But when it says reversible, I am guessing that's what it is. By the looks of it, through the packet, you can see that kind of material coming back, or the pattern just there. So I really think that's what it is. So as you can see, it is a really detailed bedding set. So it does have this kind of gate thing. The only thing I'd say is the skull and crossbones maybe makes it look a little bit childish, but that will be going at the end of my bed anyway, so I won't be seeing that. And then it does go up again to this castle with these trees, and it really matches these pillowcases really well. Again, this was the Boneyard one, so they were made to kind of match this, so that is another reason why I picked those up. It still does have a kind of Halloween element to it, which I really like. So it does have kind of the haunted house up here, the graveyard, which I really like. It does have some kind of funny zombie hands here, but it does also have pumpkins here and along the bottom, which I really liked. So it is very Halloween-y still, but it's a bit more toned down maybe, rather than like bright orange. So yeah, I am really happy with this. With past experience with this bedding, it washes very well. It does fade a little bit, but I have had this for a year, and I've basically had this on my bed for a year. I've only swapped it out with other bedding like maybe 3 times. So I'd say it holds up very well. And this one cost £29.99, which I'd say is a good price for bedding, because bedding can get quite expensive. But again, I did get it for half price, so I believe it was £14.99, which is a excellent price. And the fitted sheets also were £12.99 each, so for both of them it was £25.98, which is definitely a lot more than I would have paid for a fitted sheet. But I did really like the fact that it was spooky. But again, I got the 50% off, so it was more like £5.99 or £6.99. So I'd say that is a really good price as well, and that's why I got 2. And the last item isn't a bedding item, and I looked at it last year and then kind of regretted not buying it, so I thought this year I may as well get it. To start with, it came in this separate cardboard box. It did come super well packaged in this polystyrene, which was good, so it didn't break. The actual thing itself is this. And I just think this is adorable. So this is called the 15-inch Halloween light up treehouse, and I mean, I had to. And there is a lot of detail in this, and it was a lot bigger than I expected. I mean, I know it had the measurement, but I couldn't really picture it. I thought it would be a bit smaller, but there are a few things that like aren't as good about it, like the painting and stuff, but overall I think it's really cute. So starting at the base of it, it does have this kind of green grass effect with this gravestone, a pumpkin, a skull and this cauldron. I feel like this works really well at the bottom of it. As you can see, this skull is a bit strange, like the features of it aren't very well defined, and you can see that the paint kind of runs onto the grass. And at the base of it, you can see that, if my camera focuses, you can see that the brown from the tree has kind of gone into the grass, but that is at the back, so I'm not too concerned. The only other thing, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, but there is kind of these loose bits of glue hanging down just kind of here. So there is kind of some loose glue. I'm trying to use my hair to kind of show it. So that's like not too great. You can see it like here. So that's not fantastic, but nothing seems to be broken about it. I think it is just kind of where they've glued this bit into it. Going up now, it does have this really cool tree, and I love the amount of detail they've put in. So it does look very, very tree-like, which I really like. And there are 2 brooms here, which is very cute. And then going up here, you've got these bones cut out. And then it does have the tree house itself, where all these really cute ghosts are hanging out. So there are like red details on here, a door, a window. Again, very like wood-like. And it's kind of sat in the branches. And there are these adorable ghosts here, and they all have different faces on. Again, the painting of them kind of isn't really the best. Like, they do have brown on, which you can see kind of here, and especially from the front, hopefully you can see that. But I don't think that's such a big deal. I mean, the original price of this was $17.99, and I feel like for $17.99, again, it's super hard to find stuff like this in the UK. When I've been to America, they've got stuff like this in literally all the shops, and it's more common. So to have something like this, maybe it would be a bit more expensive. Yeah, I did get this half price, so I feel like the price I paid for it is definitely worth it. And then there is this really cute pumpkin up here, just sat in the branches. And I believe this lights up blue, if I remember correctly, but you do need to put 3 AAA batteries in the base of it. But overall, I mean, I won't probably be lighting it up, I'll just sit it on my bookcase. But I had this idea because I really like the Haunted Mansion. If you've seen any of my Haunted Mansion themed videos, like my Disney haul, which I will link, and also my Lively Ghosts haul. So I really like the Haunted Mansion, and I thought I'd kind of do a subtle Haunted Mansion kind of look on my bookcase. So I've got the Madame Leota print I got from Strangeling, from the artist called Jasmine, which I got signed. And then I've got a kind of Victorian looking candle, and these kind of snow globes with skeleton couples in. So I've got a bride one, which kind of goes well with the ride, and also a couple dancing on skulls, which kind of reminds me of the dancing scene when they're in like the hall. And I've got a crystal ball, so I've just got kind of a Haunted Mansion theme going on over there, and I feel like this would add to it quite well, because although it's a bit more Halloweeny, I feel like it would just fit in. So that was kind of the idea behind why I picked this one up. So that is everything I picked up, so I will just go through the receipt now. As a subtotal, it came to £128.93, but I did get 50% off, so it came to £64.53. And I did order this through the HOMESTOREANDMORE.ie, which is the Irish one, instead of .uk, I believe. So basically there was this huge thing on Facebook, and everyone was really like appalled, including me, that HOMESTOREANDMORE.uk aren't actually doing home delivery, and everyone was gutted because this shop does some of the best. It might be the only place apart from Asda that does Halloween bedding, but Asda usually have like subtle white bedding with like cats on, so it's not really kind of my thing. But yeah, they are kind of one of the only places that does Halloween bedding that I'm aware of. And again, it's super affordable because they do seem to have the 50% off every year, and the quality is there as well. So it's kind of like an all-round really good place to buy Halloween bedding at that time of year. And everyone found out that they weren't going to be shipping it because they had on their website something about Halloween. It had like a skeleton in the ground or something, and it said shop here, and when you clicked on it, it just said no results found. And then people were contacting them, and they basically said, oh, we're not actually shipping this year, so it's only available in store. And I think there are only 2 stores in the UK apart from Ireland that are in Scotland, so people living in England just can't get them, which I feel like is a bit unfair. I don't know why they stopped shipping it. The only place that did ship it was the Irish website, so that's what I'm trying to get at. And I think you have to spend over, it's either 50 or 55 euros on their website to get free delivery. So obviously mine was £64.53. So I spent over the amount and got free shipping because I thought I'll just order it all in one go, because if I wanted something later I'd have to pay the shipping. But also another thing that came up was the shipping was €20, which is super expensive to ship from Ireland. But yeah, so it is a bit disappointing, and I am a bit disappointed that HOMESTOREANDMORE.UK isn't shipping anymore. I don't know who decided that, because they've kind of lost out on a lot of money by making that decision. At the same time, I was really happy that I was able to get these things, because I did need new bedding. I did kind of need the fitted sheets, and I did want to get a new throw anyway, so by the time I did that it made sense just to get the free shipping. That was everything I got from Home Store and More. Let me know if you managed to actually pick anything up. Hopefully they won't make the same decision as they did this year for next year. Maybe they'll see that their sales have dropped maybe and think, oh, we should have delivered to the UK. I hope this was maybe helpful. I'm not sure how, like, what the situation is right now, but this video will be going up in November because I've got all my Halloween hauls like up and ready for October now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and comment down below if you did manage to pick anything up. Please subscribe if you like these types of videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.